Good morning. So our next 28-day kickstart begins this week from Monday. Although, as someone told me yesterday, I read your post, Matt, and I saw you talked about starting on a Thursday to win your week, to get something done, to lose the week 3-2 if you can, rather than 5-0. And she's like, just ended up starting on a Thursday. Starting on a Thursday, felt so much again, got my protein in, got my workout in, and I'm back on it. It's Saturday. What a difference that can make. And it's exactly the same thing when it comes to exercise, training, and our 28-day kickstart, where we begin. People would ask, like, how does it start? How do I get started? Well, we start with a one-to-one. So everyone has a coach. We start with a one-to-one where we put together your starting plan. In fact, I'll just grab a book so I can show you. So we start on here where we put together a starting plan for you. So we do this by setting you three habits in the areas of food, fitness, and focus. So we describe these like 3 legs of a stool in on here. One's a bit off, the whole thing kind of topples over, but equally, if you can find that one habit, which is almost like the domino to the next one, then that's going to be the one we focus on first. For some people, they just need to get moving again, need to show up. And actually, for week 1, if you can show up, get used to the environment, get used to coming in, whether that's an evening one day, a morning the next. We have sessions every day, so you can be as flexible as you want. But at the same time, we love structure, so whatever works for you. But the key thing is getting those sessions in, getting into the habit. That's momentum 1 for a lot of people. That then makes people feel better, they then eat better, and that's a nice cycle on. For other people, it's the focus element. Actually, they don't take 5 minutes themselves. They don't get to bed on time. When we put more attention on it, although we know these things, you probably will learn nothing new. But actually, we get you to do the things you know you need to do. Not perfectly, not every day, but more often than you are now. And that's progress, because actually, what if you could get results by just doing a little bit more of what you already knew? That's win-win. So, we then, from there, when we've got your plan together, the food habit, the fitness habit, the focus habit, we then go in with our check-ins week on week to have that accountability. Check in with us, we have our tasks each week, our check-in tally, but you can use this as much as you want. Some people say, oh, I don't really need that yet. Fine, use it as a tool in the toolbox or when it needs it. At Fruci Fit, we have so many tools in the toolbox. It's not about actually doing it all at once. Of course, there's going to be some overwhelm. We're starting something new. Like any change is hard, right? But there's no point doing unnecessary change. And actually, we get the basics right and we're not going to do anything shiny or fancy because shiny or fancy doesn't work. And yes, it gets us started. Maybe it's shiny, fancy, new, crazy thing that's meant to tone us up more or check our blood sugar level and drastically drop it, etc. But these things we know just aren't backed up by evidence, aren't backed up by science. And yes, they might get us started, but then it's like, what next? We don't know why it's working, what's not. And I had a chat with someone yesterday and they were saying, like, week 1, I feel like I've learned so much. And actually, that's where you want to be. It's not, I'd rather you learn lots in the first week about how you're responding than lose 8 pounds and have no idea why. Because if we want this to be sustainable, you need to be in a position where you can actually keep it going. Then it's evergreen. Then we can go, right, next habit. You know what, I've got this in place. I now want to focus on my food a little bit more now. You know what, I now want to be able to do a push-up from the floor. I now want to do X, Y, Z. Then the goals change. And when the goalpost changes, guess what? The food, fitness, focus will need to change with that. So we have had 2 people who have moved their kickstart till after Easter. So if you want more information about that and you want to get started with us at Fruci Fit, good time to do it before our event. You get to get a feel for the environment, community. Just drop a message with Kickstart or send me a message and I'll get you the details. We do have 2 spaces for calls this week. In fact, one's tomorrow. So if you want more information, comment below of Kickstart and I'll get you details. Happy Sunday, nearly said Monday. Why not start on a Sunday? And I'll see you.